Hello and welcome to the Healing Ceilings interviews, where we interview artists and inspire others to live life beautifully. Join us on this Healing Ceilings movement. Hello and welcome. Today on the interview, we are introducing Chantal Worsfold. Hello, Chantal. Thanks for being with us.
I'm happy to be here.
So, Chantal, you and I, we've known each other a little while. We've actually been working on a few, I suppose, little projects in the background together, which has been super fun. Would you like to tell anybody listening to this, what is your creative practice? What do you do? Who's Chantal?
What do I do? Okay, I suppose I should probably start with my studies, I guess, because that's a major part of who I am at the moment. I am a uni student and I'm studying to be a vet. And I think that's important because it means I love animals, and that has extended and shaped my art practice ever since I was this big. So mainly I draw with,
Yes.
ink, and I do watercolor, which I love. And my main subject to paint is animals. And that started when I was little, like little. I loved horses, and I still do love horses, but I would draw horses all the time, like all the time, and they looked pretty freaky. I have to find some of the early drawings because they're really funny. But like my dad used to say to me, he goes, "Oh, it looks like a sausage cow," and that was like the first art critique I got, and it was quite funny. Anyway, so it started as a little girl drawing horses, and then when I was in my early teenage years, I would draw my cat. I had this cat called Fluffy, and I just loved her to pieces. So I would just draw pictures of the cat all the time. And then at the end of my third year of uni or fourth year of uni, I can't remember now, I think third year, I took up watercolor painting. So that was about 3 years ago now. And I started painting people's pets. And people seemed to really like the way I would paint with watercolor and then go over with ink. And so I just started painting cats for people, which was quite fun. So that was my main sort of art that I was doing. And now I've sort of started experimenting with sort of urban landscapes and sort of urban sketching, because I really enjoy capturing the landscape around me and just enjoying little bits of each day. Like, I think it's a nice way to capture what you've been doing, a bit of a personal touch on it.
With your animals, with your landscapes, your storytelling.
Yes, I love story. I guess my art's been described as kind of illustrative, children's illustration sort of style, and I have a big passion for kids as well, so it's fitting. But yeah, it's like, for me, I like to take the little bits of each day and make put it together as my story, and be able to look back and go, I remember what day I painted that, and I remember what I was doing, what I was feeling when I made this piece of art. So that's why I like it.
Whenever I look at yours, just because of that storytelling, I suppose, attribute, I can just see it in storybooks, in children's books, and just I don't know, I can see it everywhere. When you said you were passionate about children, like I can absolutely see that come together and just be something that actually really speaks to the children too. Just yeah, and even the everyday kids can follow that, they can connect with that. It's great.
I think kids, like, they find every day like excitement in each day. Like, they're happy to just draw pictures of houses and flowers, and they
Yes.
think it's beautiful and exciting, and I love that as well, just being able to simplify things.
I mentioned right in the beginning that we've done a few projects in the background for Healing Ceiling. Why do you feel Healing Ceilings is important, or why have you connected with it?
I I just think it's such an innovative way to help people. Like, there are so many sick people that are trapped in hospitals, and it's such a sterile sort of environment. And I have a big passion for people doing well and being their best, and
Yeah.
being the best, getting the most out of their life. And I think each person has a plan for their life on earth that's very important, and each person is special. And if we can help people through those hard moments of their lives through color and inspiration, and just honoring creation in the world around us through art, I just think that's incredible. Not many people are able to do that in hospital spaces. People come into hospital spaces and visit, but the art is always there, and it doesn't move, and it changes the space and the atmosphere. And so I think it's really important to see people getting better physically and mentally at the same time.
Yes. And so personally, so you can see a connection between the art and healing just by changing the environment.
I think atmosphere is so important for our mental space and our mental space is so important for our physical body. And so I can see a connection between our environment, our our being on the inside and our physical being. So yeah, I think it's very important.
Yes. And I love your art. Obviously, I love your art. And I can also just see it again in the space of children. I can see your illustrations in emergency wards for children. And, if they have to get blood tests or whatever, oh, look at the animals. Can you tell us what this one's called? Oh, look, there's little balloons. Can you count them? Like your art has this way for, particularly focusing on children here, but for them to escape what they're in that moment. So very joyful. Yes.
Yes, joyful. Yes, that's the aim.
People wanted to find you, where would they need to go to find you?
I'm on Instagram as, I got to remember my own Instagram handle. I'm Chantal Marie Art, I think. I'll have to double check or put it in the comments. But yes, I'm on Instagram primarily for art. I know, it's so bad. I've got a couple of Instagrams and my brother's always like, which one is it? But it's Chantal Marie Art, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, my art's on Instagram. So, people can always message me, and often people send me photos of their animals and like, can you paint this? Yeah, I can paint that.
Yeah.
If you want. Yeah.
I'm going to just jump in there. So just for clarity, the reason you have so many Instagram accounts is because you're just in all areas of life, and you're just like, and really good in all those areas of life. So just for everyone listening, she's a model too. Check her out, find her if you want to work with her.
Yes, I do have 3 Instagrams to separate each, not separate, but to organize, I think, each aspect of my life. There's my day-to-day life, which is usually pictures of my cat who doesn't like me, but he's another one of my muses, the cat is my personal life. And then there's, my art page, which again has pictures of my cat. I mean, I'm shameless in my love for him anyway. Then there's the art one for the cat. And
doesn't show it back properly.
I know, I'm going to write a book about that, I think, one day. Anyway, about the cat. And then the third one, yes, is my modeling and presenting one. So there's 3 streams, all quite creative. But yes, that's why I can never remember which one's which. So.
They'll just need to find your name and surname and just follow you on all of them.
Always happy to connect with people.
Oh my goodness. And thank you very much for spending your time with me this morning and just sharing even your heart for Healing Ceilings. It's always so important I think for people to understand why people are working alongside me, and also just cheering on the vision, and that vision of, I suppose, inspiring others to live life beautifully. And I suppose that's where we've got that whole Healing Ceiling movement thing. And it's been so much fun working with you.
Yes.
So thank you again for your time, and we'll speak soon. If you would like to hear more from us at Healing Ceilings, then head to our website, healingceilings.com.au, or our social media, which is Healing Ceilings Australia. You will find us there. LinkedIn, you can look for me, Claire Rackley, and I will direct you to wherever you'd like to go. But we want to make connections. So follow us, like us, tag our things. Let's continue this Healing Ceilings movement.